Well, hello. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Who is here? Who is here? Thank you for being here. Let's see. I'm going to look in the chat atmosphere. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Matrix Free is first. Great photo job here of the cartoon world, New World Order characters, right? Looking forward. Thank you for being here, Matrix Free, the first person in the chat atmosphere. Yes, that is what I want to. I just needed to be with you all. Okay. Thank you for joining from Facebook. If you're joining there, I'll come over and see your comments later. I can't see them here. And Twitch, I know I always say that because I don't know who's new and may not, know that I can only see your comments if you join from Twitch or from Facebook, from the StreamYard on Facebook. Hello, CWS. Hello, Professor. I think that's so funny, Professor Jen. This is going to be a good one. I hope it is. I'm so glad you're here. Look at that. Molly's here, everybody. Prayers. Thank you. Thank you. Locked for life. Well, thank you. Look at that. Love, Deanne. Good evening. Penny Lane. Hello. Healed Heart. Hello. Tina. Hello. Good evening. Beverly in Wisconsin. Dana. Thank you. I'm going to need your brain, Dana. Dana, for whoever doesn't know, Dana is like the fact checker as well as Tina. A lot of you are. Dana is so cute. Okay, hello. Uma's here and Linda's here. Hello. Wow, look at that. DeWolf. Hello, DeWolf. Thanks for coming over. Mama Orico. Oh, I love it. We go back a long time, don't we, Mama? Hello, Beverly. Hey there, Sherry, Denise. I just have to say hello. I hope you all don't mind on the restream that we like to say hi. We haven't met up in a while. Sharon, hello, and Sherion. Oh, Mrs. Harris. Well, hello. Isn't it fancy seeing you here, my Philly John? As above, so below. Hello from Tennessee. Beverly, you said Wisconsin. I got you. Santea. Oh my gosh. Will everybody give our sister Santea some love? I haven't seen you in so long. Kisses to you, Santea. We go back, right, everybody? You remember our Santea sister. Nice to see you, Santea. Julianne's here. Chris, well, hello. Hey, friend. Gail, hello. You made it. I'm glad you did. Jay Blair, the speech of the unknown. Shirley, hello. Nice. Cindy's here from Utah. Hello, Susan. Mary, hello. Renee the Roadrunner. You're someone I know from a long time too, right? Nice to see you. This is great. Tracy Wu is over from Hong Kong joining us. Santea, you're getting love. You've been missed, our sister. Did I get you, Beverly? Love it. Okay, so I'm going to start, and Herschel Sanders is here, Crossville, Tennessee. Thanks for joining, Herschel Sanders and John. Okay, so anybody coming into the classroom, the door is open. You don't have to show any passports, no paperwork. You just come in. We don't mask. We don't do any of that. Just come on in the class. bring your snacks, okay? And it will be hopefully fun. I want to do something different today. I hope that you will join me. Has anyone ever heard of the game Kahoot? It's so easy. Nappy Mimi Q is here. Hey there, sis, and Shauna Sings is here. Well, I'm hoping you all join this game. I want to do something a little more interactive. Okay, yeah, no, none of those. Yeah, none of the jabs. We don't do any of that, okay? So listen, I used to like, okay, I told you I went to barbering school. Well, one of the barbering instructors, she played Kahoot, and it was so much fun. That was my first time doing it. Shout out if you are listening, okay? Danielle, love you, miss you. She's in Utah, okay? That's where I went to barber school, Utah. So, anyway, I want to play Kahoot. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I set it up earlier. I hope I'm just doing like a test run, and we can do these more often. Okay, so this is a test run. Anybody know about Kahoot? Let me know if you know about Kahoot, because we can start it right now. Okay, so this is a thing. You can use it from your phone. Okay, yeah, you like the Princess Leia. I've been doing the Princess Leia. This is my look. Okay, this is how, if I was your nurse, this is how I would come in the room. With my scrubs and all my hair up, because for hygiene. Okay, we have to keep Klaus Schwab happy, hygiene. So this is better hygienically to have your hair up. So I always did these. And then my mother told me that I had an aunt that wore her hair like this all the time. So you wonder sometimes, like, you do things. But yeah, it was always called Princess Leia. The black nurse with the Princess Leia. It was always like that. And then, oh, what was cute? Okay, story time. Okay, when I was in barber school, there was this guy that when I walked by his station, he would do the music to Star Wars. And I didn't know initially why he was doing it. Duh. Okay. Every time I walked by, he would dun 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 dun, or he would do the other one. And I was like, he's trolling me. Why is he doing that? And then it was like, duh, because your hair. I don't know why, but Tenye, you're here. You know about Kahoots? Okay, do you guys want to play? I only did 5 questions, I think 5 or 6, okay? Because I wanted to do this like often. If you all would join with me. Allison's here. Oh my God, please give Allison some love. Allison, I met her back in Las Vegas. Remember, we all went to this thing in Las Vegas? Allison was there. I love Allison. We talk, like, we do the chat group thing or whatever, the text group thing. So she is awesome. Give her some love. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna chop it up a little differently today. I want to just get together with you because I just feel like somebody slipped me a mushroom or something. Like, what the heck is going on in this world? I knew it was crazy, but it just like the basement keeps going lower and lower. And I gotta talk to you. I gotta meet with you. Bridget's here from the Bay Area. Thank you for joining, Bridget. Look at that. Fabulous. Okay, so some of you all know about Kahoot. So if you don't know about Kahoot, you can answer in the chatmosphere. You don't have to join, but just watch and have fun. We're just going to have fun with a few things. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Kamala is here. Camilla, I'm sorry, don't forgive me. Camilla is here. Hello. Sean, I haven't seen you in a minute inside the chatmosphere. Thank you for joining. That all started. I know, didn't it just go like a slide into cray cray land? I just sometimes, you know what it is, everyone. You probably have the same thing happen. You'll hear a bit of information, and you're like, "There's no way that is real life. That didn't just happen, right? Aren't you doing that a lot?" And I was like, okay, this thing okay, I have to stop saying the. You all do that? Do you put the in front of Ukraine? Why do I do it? I'm going to stop. I need help to stop it, okay? So, okay, Ukraine's President Zelensky Okay, I heard these things about him being an actor and a comedian and Dancing with the Stars. I didn't believe it. I thought I was being trolled. I mean, don't you feel like you're just being trolled all the doggone time? So I was like, there's no way. There's no way. No way. Well, why not? Why not? Right? Why not? This is the world we live in. Why can't he be a comedian? Why can't he be an actor? Well, people say, well, we had Ronald Reagan, right? Ronald Reagan was an actor. We had Donald Trump, who did The Apprentice, and he's been in movies. So I'm just saying, you said confirmed, right? Didn't you not believe it at first? It takes me a minute to believe the stuff that's just totally outlandish. Actor confirmed. Confirmed, right? It's confirmed. So it takes me a minute, everyone. It's too even crazy for me to believe, and I have an active imagination, but it just sometimes I can't wrap my head around it, and it feels weird. Okay, it feels like I just went into like Wonderland or something, right? So okay, let's do this Kahoot. Let me see if we can get it right. And then if you have your phone or whatever, you all know about Kahoot. You don't need to like sign up for anything. It's totally easy. So let me stop the screen and then share it for the Kahoot. Like I said, if you're just joining, I'm just doing a test run of Kahoot to see if this would be something fun to add on. Okay, so if anybody knows how to do this, if I'm like, okay, let's see, classic mode. Okay, I'm picking classic mode. And then I have to give you all a pen. Okay, so everybody get ready. I'm going to give you the pen, or you could probably see it. Oh, you can see the pen. Okay, let me make myself smaller. No, you can't see the pen. Hold it. Okay, the pen is 7692808. And you can join, you can make up a name. You'll have to do live and make the screen bigger. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, wait a minute. What am I doing? Am I showing you guys the questions and answers? Oh wait, I think I have the wrong. And you know what? I watched a video about this. And this happened earlier to the person. Can you imagine the person who was showing the actual thing? He was having trouble too. Okay, everybody, you see the okay, you see this this is the pin, okay? If you want to join and oh no, Shauna. Okay, Shauna. Okay, all right. If you have okay, someone's joined. Okay, this works. It's working. I'm so excited. Dr. Etchinda. Who else is going to come in to put the pin in? Use your telephone and put this pin in, and you can play. So I have one person so far with the gong show. Chris at the gong show. Come on. You don't have to have it, John. You just need a phone or your computer. You can do it from any. Okay, you have Swift Octopus has just joined. Okay, come on. I want you guys, more of you to join. Come on, Molly, come on in. Oh, I don't know, because your nicknames are probably going to be, oh, Amazing Ant is in. So this is working. I am loving this. John said I have a flip phone. You can, Genius Bear. Okay, we're coming into the room. Karen wants to know how this works. Tell Karen how it works, please. Where's Dana? Dana will tell you, Karen. Just hold. Royal Bunny is here. Oh my God, we're going to classy deer. Oh my God, come on in, come on in. Dynamic raccoon. Okay, tell Joyful Duck is here. Oh my God, this is working. Dana, tell Karen how to do this. Expert Dingo. I love the names. Okay, Karen, all I know is you put this pin into your phone or you scan it and you can pick a nickname and come in. Tell Tina also how to do it. Can somebody instruct Tina? And then we'll begin when we have enough people in the room. And again, you can play in the chatmosphere, okay? Come on, Dana's telling us. Here you are. Dana said spin for your green name. Agent Giraffe is here. Green Glider. I love these names. We'll get started. Oh, this is Mrs. Harris's Your Dynamic Raccoon. I love it. I'm a spectator for tonight. This is very okay. Well, you'll come another time. I want to do this like more, okay? Your classy deer. Oh, Tenya is classy deer. Okay, Sean is green glider. Come on, Karen. Let's wait for Karen, let us know when you're in, okay? Sean is saying scan QR code with your camera. Diligent Hair. We have Diligent Hair. Do. This music is like hypnotic. Okay. This is Dana said type the game pin. Noble Deer is here. Dharma is Swift Octopus. Oh, I love it. Love it. It's working. Don't you love when a plan comes together? I need to get a thumbs up to know that our Karen got in there. You said it's deep state music. Healed Heart. Oh, you're Agent Giraffe. That's cute. I like that name. Come on. Crazy Tiger. You're in. Tina's in. Yay. Sharon is Creative Bear. I love it. Karen, you're here? Karen's in. No, I thought you got in. You can't get in? Oh, Susan is Amazing Aunt. Oh my God, I love this. We got to get our girl in. Mama Ulrico is Royal Bunny. I love that. Sherry, you said you're Rapid Tiger. Great names. Sharion said, I said no to each name. I am Noble Deer. Okay, you're noble. Catherine is Creative Egret. Oh, this is great. Oh my God, come on. We got to get Karen in. Karen, we're waiting for you. Dana's saying to use the camera on your phone and scan the QR code. Hey, DeMoney Honey, you want to join this game, KaHoot? Come on into the room. Pick a name, a nickname or your own name. It doesn't matter. Come on in and play with us. Expert Dingo, right? These are great. I love these Agent Giraffe. Okay, we're waiting for Karen Scott. Karen, let us know. Once Karen is in, let's see, Magic Bat. Oh, that's a great name, Beverly. Okay, we're just Rational Dragon join. This is great. Yes, Dana, that's what I figured. We can do a review. We can call these pop quizzes, okay? We're trying to have a legitimate school here, okay? We're trying to get our school chartered, okay? I love it. Karen, are you in yet? Oh, it gave you that name? This is great. Karen, we're gonna wait for Karen. Our super shark just joined. Oh, this is awesome. So we can be patient. Let's see. So far, let's read off the names. We have Expert Bunny, Rapid Tiger, Super Shark, Amazing Ant, just joined, Magic Bat, Creative Bear, Rapid Swan, Majestic Sloth, Joyful Duck, Super Shark, Creative Egret, Classy Deer, Rapid Swan, Noble Deer. I don't think you guys have... Did you guys choose these names? You say they're choosing it for you? Oh my God, Royal Bunny. Diligent Hair, Dr. Etchinda, Etchy DNA, is that Rational Dragon, Gentle Panda, Royal Finch. Okay, Karen, you're gonna be the last one in the room, okay? Once we know Karen is in, we're gonna, oh, they choose Chris? Chris says they choose your names. I thought you could choose your nickname. Okay, Mary, you're a majestic sloth. This is fun. Greetings, Celine, join us. Marlon, come on in and put this game pin in. I'm doing something different, okay? We're gonna do a pop quiz. So come on in. If you put this pin into your phone, you can play. Or scan the QR code, okay? That music is, I know, the music is maddening. It's maddening, right? Oh my gosh, how do I get the camera? Tell me what you mean, Victoria. How do you get the camera? Do you mean to scan it? You can, there's an app on your phone that lets you screen, or you can, it depends on your phone. Does anybody know how to, she says, how do I get the camera? Is that music programming us? I hope not. I hope not. It is cuckoo, okay? It's maddening. Okay, come on, Karen, are you in? Is Karen in so I could begin? Because the music is maddening. Let's see. I remember how it would make me, like, I couldn't get it on my head. You'll just have to forgive me, or I'll figure out something. Bronze llama. It's the creepy Biden circus music. Oh gosh. You said it'll stop once we start playing. Okay. I'm gonna start now, okay? All right, so give me a minute so I can get to the right screen. Okay, I'm starting now. Magic Bat, everybody who's in. Okay, this is the pop quiz night school. Okay, the first question's coming up, and get ready to answer, okay? What is the name of this dish? You have 20 seconds. Where's Karen? Karen, I hope you're here. Okay, if you answered, wait, did it have a picture of the dish? It was chicken Kiev, okay? Not chicken cordon bleu, and not Kiev chicken. How they're spelling Kiev these days. What the heck is going on, right? Okay, it's chicken Kiev. And most of you got that right, okay? Somebody spelled it the new way. I'll say the CNN way of spelling Kiev. No, I'm only joking. Please do not get sensitive, okay? I am playing. We're just having fun. Okay, so cordon bleu. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, a lot of you thought it was chicken cordon bleu. Is that what it is? It was chicken Kiev. So we got 5 people. Okay, let me go on to let me see what you guys are saying. All right, so let's go to the next question, okay? Next up, oh, let's see. Oh, it's going to score. Expert Bunny was the first. Okay, it does get you on how fast. I'm remembering now. How fast you answer the question. It rates you on your speed of answering. And then, okay, so Expert Bunny, who's Expert Bunny? Who was our first one who knew that dish? Expert Bunny. I've forgotten your names, okay? It's a leaderboard. Can you imagine? Move my picture. Okay, Sharon, I have to move my picture. Okay, so we have Rational Dragon next, Majestic Sloth. We have Amazing Ant and Golden Shark. Congratulations. Okay, next question. Like I told you, I'm only doing 5 because I didn't know if this was going to work. But it looks like I got it. Okay, next question. Let me move my big head off of the screen. Somebody told me to move myself. Wait a minute. Okay. What would I call this picture? Me. You know me, crazy, your crazy sister. What would I name this picture? Klaus Schwab's elite dating service. Who? Okay. I would name it a nightmare. So who got that right? I would name it a nightmare. If you knew me, if you knew your sister, yes, you know that I would name it a nightmare. The other answers are just as good. Klaus Schwab's elite dating service and a Davos after party. Expert, let's see. Leaderboard is Social Wallaby, okay, was the first to get that right. Expert Bunny, Classy Deer, Rational Dragon, and Wise Goat. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Next question. I told you I did 5. Okay. So let's get the next one. Ready? Because speed is critical. All right. True or false? Did Ukraine President Zelensky voice Paddington Bear? It is true. It is true, and I hate to know that that's okay. This is what I mean. Like, I feel like somebody like slipped me a freaking like, what the heck is going on, right? Yes, he voiced Paddington Bear. He sure did. Okay, who's out there? Who's waited? Let's see what you guys are saying. This is working. Oh my gosh. We're going to be doing pop quizzes. Are you guys paying attention? Yes, you have to be quick, Christine. You have to be quick. Okay, ready for the next question? Let's go on to the next question. Let's see how we did on leaderboard for this one. Oh, Golden Shark was the first. Okay, look at that. You brought your tinfoil hats, I see. Amazing Ant. Yes, Amazing Ant. Congratulations, Doctor. The doctor says yes. Rational Dragon, Majestic Sloth. All right, look at that. Noble Deer is the highest climber. Look at that. Ooh. All right, let's go on to the next question. Ready? Are you ready? True or false? Would this war narrative pass the smell test with Condi? This current war narrative. Would it pass the smell test with Condoleezza Rice? Would she be all for it? True. True. Very true. She would say, go on, warmongers. Let's go to war, right? Loves war. These are war people. Yes, she would. Of course, she would say this is a great narrative. Let's go with it. All right, let's see who was tinfoily enough. Golden Shark, congratulations, Amazing Ant. Dr. Ekchinda, Rational Dragon, Majestic Sloth. Up 15 places is Creative Egret. Is the highest climber. Congratulations. Next, is this our last one? I said I did 5. Who's keeping up? All right. Ready. Next question. This is a quiz. Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron is African American, African, or both? Oh, let me get my big head off of the screen. Both. She's both, okay? Yes, technically this was a tricky question, but most of you got it right. You didn't get fooled by me, okay? So she is both African and she's African American. If you don't like it, NAACP, well, you'll have to take it up with the people who came up with the dumb designation in the first place, okay? So Charlize Theron is African American. If you don't like it, too bad. All right, so let's see who did what and how. How did we do? Amazing Ant. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Okay. Look at that. Who's first? Who's first? Now, it's a competition, but it's not a competition. We're just having fun, okay? Golden Shark. Golden Shark got it all. Look at that. We have Doctor in second place and third place. Amazing Ant. Congratulations. This is great. If you like this, we can do this. We can do more of this, okay? All right, so yeah, this was a test pop quiz. Golden Shark, Dr. Echnita. All right, so there you are. That's what I wanted to. I wanted to do that just to see how we would. Was that funny? Was that fun? Did you like that? It was something I thought of. Everybody just I want you to thank my barber professor for that, okay? That's Danielle. If you could put some love in there, say thank you, Danielle. Just put a thank you, Danielle. Let's send her some love. That's how I knew about this because, I think they do this in the classrooms. You all knew about this, right? But Danielle, love you. She's in Utah. Haven't seen her in a long time, but this is where I got the idea. Okay. So yeah, that is fun. Look at that. Danielle, you're getting love. I don't know if she's even watching. Danielle, I miss you. Thank you. So we're going to be doing that. Okay. Because it was a great idea that you can be a grown up and do this and have fun. Yay, Danielle, you're getting love. Yes. Chris said, I was so dumb, I thought we answered in the chat. That's okay. Chris, next quiz. Okay, next quiz. This one I didn't grade you. This was a test run, okay? You're getting a lot of love, Danielle. But it is a fun game, I thought. Yes, Danielle, give the love. You were in there. You were social wallaby. You got knocked off. Ugh, darn it. Thank you, Danielle. You're getting love, Danielle. Look at that. Yes, so your kids, Catherine said, my kids play this. Okay, so you have heard about it. So I think it's a fun game. You thought it was fun? They were shady little questions, right? But we can, I know, isn't Chris funny? He was answering in the chat. I'm not laughing at you, Chris. I'm laughing with you, okay? Let me clear my throat. You too, Karen. Too much fun. You like that, Tracy? Yay, you're welcome. You're going to have more pop quizzes, okay? That was just a little test run. Okay, so today I thought we'd laugh a little bit, just a tad. I want to share. Whoever doesn't know about, I talk about my fave funny guys, okay? And that would be Paul Romano of the Apocalypse, and I love Salty Cracker, of course, JP. All those guys that they give us this crazy news and they make it fun, right? They just make it funny. And Paul Romano, for anybody who doesn't know about the Ukraine president, like I was saying, he's a whole actor, okay? He's been on, let me just let Paul Romano tell you in his way. So Paul Romano, I want to thank you for always bringing the funny, but I want you all to hear it the way Paul would tell you. We're going to listen to how the Ukraine president, how he sounds, okay? Just listening to him and just Paul, his narration, okay? So let me get this on the screen. Our brother Paul, he's just too funny. He calls Brandon Jojo Magoo. That's his name for Brandon Jojo Magoo, which is a fabulous name. So, okay, let me get it on a good footing here. Okay, so you ready?
Certainly was an alliance with America.
It is very important to be very, useful in this situation, in this war against Russia. Я думаю, перш за все, що
I think this guy's just so brave. Like that's all I've been hearing from people. He's just so brave.
So brave. You
I
know,
should put
Salty
together a
says
brave
brave,
compilation, but it would,
stunning and brave.
you know,
Stunning
this
and
thing will
brave.
be, it'll move on past that. But we know he's a brave leader, but how was he as a stand-up comic? Look, he's running out there with a pane of glass, a couple of big dudes.
Could this man be Ukraine's next president?
Look at him go. Look at him get his knees working here.
Добрий вечір.
Oh.
Знаете, я сразу хочу сказать, у нас сегодня просто концерт, никакой агитации.
Keto works and keto works fast,
Of
so that's
course,
why
I
we rely
got a
on
commercial.
Factor.
Sorry, Paul.
They send us keto-friendly meals every single week.
He's got the goods. He's got it. He's a star.
Все по-честному, вы ж деньги заплатили.
Stunning.
After
and
all,
brave.
you paid for your tickets, didn't you? Who ever heard of a ticketed rally?
Такое еще мир не видел.
Well, I don't understand that joke, but he's killing it in Ukraine. The Ukrainian audience are digging this dude. Videos of Ukrainian President Zelensky and Dancing with the Stars in Paddington go viral. And so there's this, and also from the New York Post. They posted the YouTube video. Here he is in Dances with the
Right,
Stars.
yeah.
Look at him. Look at that guy. He's blindfolded, and he can still dance.
I love
He's
that
a
one
comic
too, Sean.
genius.
Right,
He's a
meow.
swashbuckler. Look at that Dancing with the Stars. Look at her hand movements. Look at it. Boom, he's got it done.
This is
He's done some
Zelensky,
ballroom. Look at that
everybody.
guy.
What is
He's no
going
joke.
on
He's
here?
popular in Ukraine. Look at him. Boom. Look at him. Bow wowie, right? And then he's the blind king, Dhritarashtra, and the in the Mahabharata. Dhritarashtra was not the hero.
Hi, Dave.
Ukrainian President Zelensky from dancer to defender on Dancing with the Stars. And then there was this.
Okay,
Watch
get the kids out of the
Zelensky's music video
room.
shows
Get the
Iranian
kids out of the
president
room.
dancing
This is
in
the
stilettos.
president
That's
of
him here.
Ukraine.
Those are the
I
stilettos.
didn't want to
the giant
believe this
colossal
when I
person
first saw
knows,
it. Okay?
in question. And
This
here is
is
the
the
video.
president.
It's
Are
muted.
you ready?
We'll play a little bit of
Hide the
music here.
kids. Hide
And so-
the kids.
This is the guy who comes out here with this dude. And look at that guy. And here, that guy, and that dude, and that dude, and that guy, and that dude.
I can't,
that guy.
everybody. I just can't believe
There's
this is
Zelensky there
real.
with a
Is this
mustache.
real? Can I get
Here it
fact
is.
checkers, please?
Boom. There he is.
I did not want to
and
believe
then it
this.
goes into this.
This
this
is
is what
the
they're
Ukraine
singing.
president. You all, that's him.
Look at him go.
Oh my!
Look
Get
at
the,
this guy.
get-
Look at this
hide
towering
the
figure of a
kids.
man.
Hide the kids.
Look at him in his stilettos. Look at him. He grabbed his comrade's butt there. Look at him right there. He's a butt grabber. And so there's more of this thing, and then there's that. Look at him go. Look, this guy can.
Okay,
He's got- look at him.
everyone.
Boom.
I just
It's some kind of a yoga back bend. Look at him, guys. This guy's intense right here. He's getting it done. He's got the moves. He's got it all. That guy, they're getting it done. Here he is. Let's see what he says here.
Miss Harris, can you help me? I want out
Okay,
of this
so that's
ghetto
the president
planet,
of
whatever
Ukraine,
you guys call it.
this
a
brave
flat
man
earth.
that
I
they're
want off
speaking
of
of.
this crazy planet.
And let's go to Jojo Magoo's State of the Union. I forgot this. First, let's do this. He was the voice of Paddington Bear when they translated this epic movie into Ukrainian.
Бідні, попри те, що вони страшенно зайняті.
This is the president of Ukraine.
Насправді, Паддінгтон – это редкий случай, когда можно
Talking about Paddington. So he's Paddington Bear. I mean, this is a brave guy. Okay, let's multi-talented,
Stunning and
bring
brave.
them an effort here, bringing it to Putin.
This is stunning
Showing
and
up.
brave.
And Jojo Magoo is definitely going to be praising this guy.
And Savannah, this could be a rare moment of bipartisanship. He's hoping the kind that he remembers, bipartisanship, politics stopping at the water's edge on foreign policy.
Look at these two. Look at these two women behind him. The first vice president and that ghoul right here. I mean, these are a couple of wonderful women here. We got this guy, Jojo Magoo, and for some reason this
He
guy's
calls
wearing a
him
mask.
JoJo Magoo.
Nobody else is.
It's very blue and yellow out there already in that crowd. You can see there's a lot of blue and yellow among members.
And they're wearing pins, the Ukrainian flag with the
Look
U.S.
at how
flag.
phony and fake everything is. Oh, they're wearing
Today we stand with
pins.
Ukraine with our Ukrainian flag.
So fake. Fake, 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 fake. You know how he says ghoul? Yeah, ghouls. I love it, right?
Thank you all very much.
These are ghouls.
Thank you, Jenny.
And they're fake, 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 fake.
Woo!
Fake, 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 fake.
Woo!
Isn't it too much, Jim? What the heck is going on?
Paddington,
I
Thank
couldn't
you
watch
very much.
Jojo Magoo in
Thank
like
you.
a straight way.
Please.
I have to watch it through Paul
Thank you
Romano.
so much.
I couldn't have watched this like just
Madam
straight.
Speaker,
I can't take
Madam
this
Vice
straight.
President, our First Lady and Second Gentleman, members of Congress and the Cabinet,
That second gentleman is no ordinary man. That's Dougie Doug. Or Dougie Fresh. I'm sorry. Not Dougie Doug. Dougie Fresh. And Dougie Fresh is married to Kamala. Dougie Fresh is the real power star in that couple.
Justices of the
Fake, fake,
Supreme
fake,
Court,
fake, fake.
my fellow Americans.
He's only starting to slur his speech at the first 5 seconds of the speech.
Last year, COVID-19 kept us apart.
Kept us apart.
I can't imagine. I
This
couldn't
year,
watch this,
We're
right?
finally together
Other-
again.
Thank God.
Looks like
Tonight-
Woo! We love each other. Woo!
Tonight, we meet as Democrats, Republicans, Independents, but most importantly, as Americans.
Boom. I thought he was going to say Americans, but I didn't know for sure. Most importantly, Americans. We're all
Fake, fake, fake,
Americans.
fake.
Underneath, we're all
Fake, 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 fake.
Americans.
When he does
With the
Alec
duty to one
Baldwin's
another,
wife,
to America,
he said,
to the
fake, fake,
American
fake, fake,
people, to the Constitution. And
Look at Pelosi. Wow, she's got this like she's taking some, I don't know, Xanax or something, right?
an unwavering resolve that freedom will
Paul
always
is a
triumph
shrimp,
over
okay?
tyranny.
Woo! Woo!
fake, 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 fake. Are you serious? They're going to stand up? These are the fakest people. I can't stand it. Okay, I'm done. Wait, let's see. I think Paul has something more funny to do. Wait, let's just see. Let's just bear it just a couple more minutes because he's going to say something else funny. I think
6 days ago, Russia's Vladimir Putin sought to shake the very foundations of the free world.
Boom. Putin. Boo. Putin. Boo.
Thinking he could make
Pooty
it bend.
Poot. We're
Those
supposed to
menacing
hate
ways.
Pooty Poot because
He's got menacing
Madonna
ways.
told you
Boo.
to.
Badly miscalculated. He thought he could roll into Ukraine and the world would roll over.
Boo. We weren't going to roll over. We're not rollovers.
Instead, he met with a wall of strength he never
We went at the mall. He went to the mall. Went to the mall. He bought some shoes. He bought some lingerie for his
Pooty Poo,
mistress.
Right? Pooty Poo. We're supposed to hate him.
Victoria's Secrets.
anticipated or
We're
imagined.
supposed to take
He met
sides.
the Ukrainian people.
Boom. They don't mess around with Ukraine.
A standing
Look at Tough
ovation.
Guy Joe. Let's go back there a second. Let's. Woo! People are talking.
Zelensky,
Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave.
to every Ukrainian, their fearlessness, their courage, their determination literally inspires the world.
It's just inspired the crap out of me the way they're doing it over there.
Groups of citizens,
You know, like the insurgents in Iraq. Look at Nancy Pelosi got some kind of giant man hand came out of nowhere.
blocking tanks with
Look at that! Look at that thing. That thing. How's that her hand? Look at this freaking thing right here. Like big giant man hand is gonna like
He
slap her.
hurts
Look at
me.
it.
He's so
Look at that freaking. Look, what is that? That can't be her hand. Look at that freaking thing. That's like a 6'10" hand right there. That's some, center, like some center from the Ukraine or power forward hand, right? Look at that thing. How is that even possible?
He said a power
bodies.
forward.
Look at that.
everyone from students to retirees to teachers turned soldiers defending their homeland. And in this struggle, President Zelensky said in his speech to the European Parliament,
That he once played Paddington and he was in a video where he wore stilettos.
Light will win over darkness.
Whoa, boom, powerful words, never ever been spoken.
Ukrainian ambassador to the United States is here tonight, sitting with the First Lady.
There she is. Look over at Jill.
Legisivus, if you're able to stand,
Her
stand.
name's Legisivus?
Legisivus,
Come on, Legisivus.
Legisivus, and send an unmistakable signal to the world.
Get up, Legisivus. Come on, Legisivus. Get it done.
This is so fake, isn't it?
This is great. I
With
didn't
their
think it was going to be
little
this fun, but
flags,
it's already
their
starting off.
Ukraine
Look at this
flags.
Ukrainian
They
outfit.
don't care.
Give her a hug,
Exactly,
Jill.
it's a circus.
Look at Jill sucking her soul right out from her. Run, Legisivus. She's got her ghoul apparatus going. She's going to suck your soul. Run, Legisivus, run. Woo!
He said, "Run, Legisivus, she's gonna suck your soul." Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Paul is so funny. I can't take it.
We, the United States of America, stand with the Ukrainian people. Throughout our history, we've learned this lesson. When
And we've learned it well.
dictators do not pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos.
What?
They keep moving. And the cost, the threats to America and America to the world
America to the world, America to the world.
keeps rising.
Keeps on going up. You're doing well. Just don't, ignore the mistakes, Jojo, and plow forward. You got the spirit of the Ukraine inside of you.
That's why the NATO alliance was created, to secure peace and stability in Europe after World War
He said
II.
you have the spirit of the
The United
Ukraine
States is a member, along with 29 other nations. It matters. American diplomacy matters.
I
It
can't.
matters. It matters. Don't say it doesn't matter. Don't say it doesn't matter. It matters.
I matter.
Shut up, Meg, you don't matter.
American resolve matters.
It matters. Don't say it doesn't matter. It matters.
Putin's latest attack on Ukraine was premeditated and totally.
Wait a minute. He planned it out. Like he just didn't wake up one day and go, "No, I'm going to invade Ukraine." He actually planned it out. He planned out a military mission ahead of time. The balls on this guy.
unprovoked. He rejected repeated efforts at diplomacy. He thought the West and NATO wouldn't respond. He thought he could divide us at home, in this chamber, in this nation.
No, you didn't think any of those things, right? You knew that there was going to be a response because you guys said what you were going to do. I mean, he knew there was going to. Come on, like he thought they were just going to meet him and throw roses at him. And we were all going to make him president of the world, but we didn't.
He thought he could divide us in Europe as well. But Putin was wrong.
Putin was wrong.
We are ready. We are united, and that's what we did. We stayed united.
We stayed united. We showed them. We're team. Go team.
We prepared extensively and carefully. We spent months building coalitions of other freedom-loving nations in Europe.
Like, well, Freedy, we are the Freedy. Let's I gotta hear that again.
Building coalitions of other freedom-loving nations in Europe.
I love a Freedy. Who's this Freedy you speak of?
And the Americas, from America to the Asian and African continents, to confront Putin. Like many of you, I spent countless hours unifying your European allies.
Yeah, I did. I did that today. I was a unifier.
We shared with the world in
He can't
advance
even
what we
unify
knew
this nation
Putin was
that
planning,
he's in.
and
Okay.
precisely how we would try to falsify and justify his aggression.
We showed him. We called him as playbook. We got him. We told him.
We countered Russia's lies with the truth.
Yeah, we told the truth. They told lies. We were like, when we invade, it's always good. We're the good guys. And when he invades, we're the bad guys. That's the truth. When somebody we don't like does it, they're the bad guys. When somebody does do it, like Israel and Palestine, we do. It's just always the truth. Whatever side we're on is the good guys.
And now that he's acted, the free world is holding him accountable.
The three worlds or the free world? Are there three worlds? Did you just let something? Did you just drop the truth bomb there?
free world.
along with 27 members of the European Union, including France, Germany, Italy, as well as countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and many others, even Switzerland,
He's just rolling off names of countries. Look at him go.
are inflicting pain on Russia and supporting the people of Ukraine.
Yeah, by economic sanctions and starving children, you ghouls, right? I've established that in many
He
other
said, "You
videos.
ghouls."
That's
they
what
are.
happens with economic sanctions. And so these guys, these demons up here, right? Who, I don't like whatever happens in the world. Like, I don't know, what's right or wrong, whatever. The system's collapsing. Fine. It's desperation time. Fine. Just, I'm tired of the lies. This is the rhetoric, the same old, I'm just tired of just get up there and tell the truth. I know. Everyone's going to do what they have to do anyway. It's desperation time.
It's desperation time.
Putin is now isolated from the world more than he has ever been. Together,
Woo! He's not a part of the club. Woo! Let him in the club. Woo! Get out of here, Putin. Woo! You don't belong here, Putin. Woo! Woo!
together, along with our allies, we are right now enforcing powerful economic sanctions.
To starve children all across the Russian region.
We're cutting off Russia's largest banks in the international financial system, preventing Russia's central bank from defending the Russian ruble.
What? The ruble? Defending the ruru. Let's go here. That again. You didn't get enough talkie pills.
Second, I've asked Congress to increase my dosage of talkie pills.
He didn't have enough talking pills.
The Russian ruru. That's Russian ruru.
Keep Putin's $630 billion war fund worthless. We're choking Russia's access.
We're choking their access.
All right, so I just wanted to play that because we have these warmongers that are just clapping for all of this. And it's like, how do they have the attention span, the money, the energy to get this rah-rah over a war? And I know somebody who's already getting ginned up on, oh, I'm taking the side of this. And I'm not saying that things are not happening, but I'm saying that the narrative is a lie. And this is how we got fooled and suckered into every war. They know how to do this stuff. They've been practicing, right? If we could come out of learning about what has really happened, Condoleezza Rice and all Colin Powell and the Bush dynasty and all these people lied to us to get us to go into Afghanistan and to do what we've done, to withdraw the way that it was so sloppy and bumbled. And then same thing happened in Vietnam. So why do we think, if anybody is falling for this, if anybody would watch this video and you're on the fence about, oh, I need to be on a side. No, you do not have to pick a side. This is not one of these things. It's not a football game. This is for real. And this is just a cover for some evil stuff they're really doing over there. We don't have the real story. If you really think you're going to watch their narratives on the news, anybody who's just waking up, just realize this is rinse and repeat of history. And it's getting old and tired. And it's just like, I can't believe people are falling for it. Like, can you imagine? So today, like, okay, I just wanted to do, this is kind of like, I wanted to test out the little pop quiz thing. So I didn't have anything, I don't have any slides prepared today, but I just wanted to, just talk, and just see how you all are doing and how you think, what do you think about all this stuff that's going on, I mean, I'm just saying, Paddington Bear of all things. Okay, if you don't know about Paddington Bear, let me kick the wiki on Paddington Bear, because I used to love Paddington Bear. I didn't know, all the background, but Ukraine president, he gave the voice for it. So Paddington Bear, children's literature, of course, you know that. It first appeared in 1958 in a children's book called A Bear Called Paddington. And it was the author Michael Bond. And it's a friendly, spectacled bear from darkest Peru. Did anyone know that? That the British Paddington Bear is from the darkest Peru? Remember we did a Peru? Remember the build we did on Peru? We found out that Cusco was the navel of the entire world. I'm not saying that it's anything there, but I'm just saying that it's interesting, okay? So he's from the darkest Peru with his old hat, battered suitcase, duffel coat, and love of marmalade. It has become a classic character from British children's literature. Paddington is always polite, addressing people as Mr. or Mrs. and Miss, but rarely first names. I was raised to refer to people that way. So that's old school raising your kids. But kind-hearted, though he inflicts hard stares on those who incur his disapproval. He has an endless capacity for innocently getting into trouble, but he is known to try so hard to get things right. So that is Paddington Bear. So there you are. What do you think about that? So the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr, let me just put this on the screen so we could look at an article. For those that are just hearing about it, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? It does something to your head when you just see things like, I don't know if it's doing that to you, it's doing it to me. This is like a crazy train. Okay, so here's an article that lets us know. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky voiced Paddington. So you see little cute Paddington. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is being hailed around the world as a heroic and courageous leader. There's that stunning and brave in the face of Russian invasion. And from a film trivia, and a bit of film trivia has amplified that adoration. He was the voice of Paddington Bear in the Ukrainian film version of Paddington. It's no secret that before Zelensky was elected, he was an actor and comedian in Ukraine. Oh, I didn't put it known mostly for comedies. A viral tweet by film executive Franklin Leonard on Sunday noted that Zelensky was the voice of Paddington in the Ukrainian dubs, and Studio Canal confirmed to the Wrap that Zelensky did indeed voice the beloved and kind-hearted bear. All right. So, how about that? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, people? Is it cuckoo? Is your brain feeling like it's spinning? That's right. No more idols. That's what it shows us. Actors. This is like central casting. And if you buy into these narratives, it's just gonna keep. We get played all the time, right? We just keep getting played. But today I just wanted to, like I said, talk about this. Thank you for those that helped me to get this information, sharing information. I want to thank you all for your comments and things like that. I have a little story time. I wanted to share something off topic, okay? I was visiting with a friend today who has a daughter. And her daughter is like young, like 7 or 8. And in school, she was called a fatty. Some kid called her a fatty. And can you imagine, like, she was thinking she needed to get on a diet to lose weight. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's just amazing, like, just to hear that, because as you know, I've worked with eating disorder patients, and a lot of times this is how this stuff gets set up, where little girls start to feel that they want to diet at 7, 8 years old. And I just had to let her know that she was beautiful and she cannot listen to things like that, because, you know, I just felt bad that this, just the meanness, that happens with children, and this whole, like, I don't know, this thing about body, you have to have a certain kind of body. It's just ridiculous. I'm looking forward to getting away from a lot of that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to share, just when I had the, experience of working with eating disorder patients, a lot of times they share stories like that, really young, they got these ideas of weight. And what's so weird now, I'm not trying to be funny, but when I would work with eating disorder patients, and any nurses or anybody in the healthcare profession that has worked with eating disorder patients, tell me if this has happened to you. Okay. Whenever I would work on that unit, because that wasn't my normal unit, I would get pulled, like, to float and help out if they were short staffed. This was at a particular hospital I worked at in Philly. But when I worked with the eating disorder patients, the weirdest things that would happen to me is I would want to eat. I mean, it would make me want to eat. Like, here I am negotiating with them, like, to try to get them to eat their breakfast and everything. And it would just make me want food just being around them. It was the weirdest reaction. I don't know. But, yeah, I was just thinking about things about, another thing that came to mind today was how I'm starting to get it, how the corporations have been. This is the thing. The power really does lie in corporations. And it's starting to really become very clear to me that because we are trained in school from the very beginning to be good citizens, like to be good workers, go to the factory, punch in, and be a good worker. And this is the training that we get so early, so that when we go into the corporations, because they, a lot of, they don't encourage you in school to go into business for yourself. They train you to be an employee. You go to college and you learn to become a good employee. And now I see how the power grab is in the corporations. I know you all have been saying it, but it just started to really become clear, is what I'm saying, is that this is the big trick bag, is to turn us into employees, good citizens, and work for the corporation, work for the state, and become a good hive mind little worker bee. And then the corporation is getting kickbacks and tax breaks, of course, we know, from the government. So they're getting a form of welfare from the government, but yet they talk about people who get welfare, right? The welfare queen and the projects and all these stereotypes, but yet these corporations get welfare. And so they're becoming just massively wealthy. They have their stocks and bonds and everything. So this is just such a theft of energy, of labor. And we really think that our little $70,000 a year jobs, 80,000, we really like relish this kind of stuff so that we can just stay a little bit over broke. As they say, a job is just over broke. I'm not knocking jobs. Until you come up with something better, that's all we have. But this is just to see how in this 2-year period of time, I see how the big corporations have continued to just grab. This was the biggest grab of money and transfer of wealth. And they basically just starved out the small businesses. When I was working in New York City in 2020, and I would go by different businesses, I'd see their signs in the door, and it would just read like this ominous message, like, we're not coming back. We're not going to open up after this. So all these small businesses closing, yet Target, all the, big box stores, Walmart, they just get richer. And Amazon they did so well during that time. Everybody was locked in their home and they were getting all these things delivered. It was the only outlet they had to make them feel good. A lot of people, because we're so material centered. So basically now looking at, I've done a deep dive, not really deep, on Klaus Schwab and how he said, and thank you for whoever corrected me, Kudate, did I say it right? Kudate. Klaus Schwab, for those that think that we have tinfoil sombreros, this is coming right out of his mouth and his written reports and books, that he said that this is basically how you take over government. Governments are no longer, they're not viable anymore. They know it, we know it. So the governments are basically chosen by the World Economic Forum. They found a way to just do all this stuff. And for the people that were saying they were doing it, they sounded like crazy conspiracy nuts. You had controlled opposition. If you believe that Alex Jones is controlled opposition, he was telling us about build a burger. Remember, a lot of us got, as they say, red pilled listening to Alex Jones until we started realizing he's controlled opposition. And we started seeing like how he's an agitator. He's, basically, what is it? Like he's an agent provocateur. And I realized that Alex Jones was that when I was watching. Now, I know you can get good information from Alex. I know a lot of people love Alex, but what I'm saying is I'm just starting to like back up off of some of that stuff, because I remember Alex Jones was he was in a protest or something that they were having outside of, I think it was the Philadelphia Mint. And Alex had his bullhorn and he went into like this area where there were some cops. Nothing was happening. Everything was peaceful. And Alex started screaming. And then he started pushing someone or something weird. And it was like, what is he doing? I got to see like the dude was literally being an agent provocateur. So I'm just saying, like, I know that Alex gives truth, but like they say, with controlled opposition, it has to be enough truth in a lie so that the people who are awakened to some things will believe it. So that's the trick about this whole, now this very deceptive time that we're in. It's going to take, like, you have to be plugged in to God, to Jah, because it is so tricky right now. So I just wanted to say that, this great reset could not happen without the participation of the healthcare professionals. So just like in Nazi Germany, that was a whole medical experimentation, and it was medical tyranny, and it was also fascism. The companies, you saw where the companies, they had on the floor, they had, you stand this much apart, and they had all their like marketing stuff all plastered all around. And this happened so quickly. And this stuff was like very like well done, well put together, well planned, because it was. This did not take them by surprise. So people who are waking up to it, I know it feels bad. I know it feels really bad, but just know we are going to unite, okay? We cannot be divided like they want us to be divided, especially on the lines of race and everything. But you know what I want to do to close out tonight? I want to play for anybody who didn't see my latest Klaus Schwab. If you want to stick around, because I basically just wanted to hang out with you. I wanted to test out our pop quiz. So we're going to start doing pop quizzes on Kahoot. So if you watched the game and you weren't able to participate this time around, don't worry. You can do it for the next time. And I will come up with some good, some questions about things that we covered and just anything that I can think of that just would be interesting. And we could just have a good time together as we join, and just share. But I want to play this video. I want to watch it with you. And if you want to stick around, just watch it with us, okay? And just stick around and add into the chatmosphere. I want to hear what you're going to say as you watch it, okay? So would you watch it with me? So I'm going to play it now. 1 minute. Oh, I got to get it set up. I had it set up. Bear with your friend. I had it set, but I didn't have it set. Okay. Okay. 1 minute, Klaus. Not ready for you yet. Okay. All right. So you're going to stick around and watch it with me? Okay. I'll get it set up. Okay. So it's a short, 20 something minutes.
I see several priorities for the global agenda. We must continue to fight against the global pandemic. We must revitalize the global economy and accelerate its transition to net zero. We must preserve biodiversity by deploying nature-based solutions. And we must then gap in expansion to achieve more sustainable global development.
JennyEason here, and today I want to talk about Klaus Schwab. Now, Klaus Schwab, we hear his name thrown around a lot. He is someone that's rather new to me. I had not heard his name prior to 2020, I'll say for me. But I don't know a lot about him, and I thought I'd take a little quick review and research him a little bit. So let's kind of dive into something on Klaus Schwab. His middle name, or full name rather, is Klaus Martin Schwab, born March 30th, 1938. He is a German engineer and economist, best known as the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum. He was born in Ravensburg, and his mother from Zurich, father from Rogwil, and his father was a manager of a company in Ravensburg, and that company was, I believe, a Swiss industrial company with a focus on engineering and turbine construction. The family was monitored by the Gestapo, and the Gestapo being, let me just kick the wiki on the Gestapo for people who, we need a review sometimes. I'll read the wiki so you don't have to, okay? Don't worry. All right, so the Gestapo is a term that's often referred to as secret police. So this is basically the state police, officially of the Nazi Germany, Third Reich, or whatever you could say, German-occupied Europe. So it was created in 1933, and by combining the various political police agencies of Prussia into one organization. So in 1934, oversight of the Gestapo passed to the head of the SS, who was Heinrich Himmler, who was appointed chief of German police by Hitler in 1936. So that is basically what the Gestapo is. So it says that Klaus Schwab's family was monitored by the secret police, the Gestapo. I wonder why. Which also interrogated his mother in 1944 for using a Swiss accent in public. The family then repatriated to Switzerland. He is a citizen of Germany, although he has 3 Swiss grandparents and 2 Swiss brothers. Schwab attended primary school in Wädenswil in Switzerland. And after World War II, the family moved back to Germany, where Schwab attended the Spon Gymnasium in Ravensburg. In 1961, he graduated as a mechanical engineer from Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich, and he was awarded a doctorate in engineering. So he looked at longer-term export credit as a business problem in mechanical engineering. He was also awarded a doctorate in economics from the University of Freiburg and a Master of Public Administration degree from the John F. Kennedy School of Government of Harvard University. His career pretty much goes from being a professor of business policy at the University of Geneva, 1972 to 2003. And since then, he's also maintained an honorary professorship at the university. He published the Global Competitiveness Report. This is an annual report assessing the potential for increasing productivity and economic growth of countries around the world, and it's written by a team of economists. All right, so this report is based on methodology developed by Schwab, measuring competitiveness, not only in terms of productivity, but also based on sustainability criteria. This is a guy I am definitely sure we need to pay attention more to, as you can already see what it looks like. All right, so during the early years of his career, he served on a number of company boards, such as the Swatch Group, the Daily Mail Group, and Vontenbell Holding. He is a former member of the steering committee of the Bilderberg Group. So Schwab founded the Economic Management Forum in 1971, which in 1987 became the World Economic Forum, often referred to simply as Davos, the name of the town where the forum is hosted each year. So in 71, he published Modern Enterprise Management in Mechanical Engineering. In that book, he argued that the management of a modern enterprise must serve both shareholders and corporate stakeholders to achieve long-term growth and prosperity. Schwab has championed the multi-stakeholder concept since the World Economic Forum's inception. In 2015, the World Economic Forum was formally recognized by the Swiss government as an international body. That is very key. That was 2015. So an international body, we can really unpack that. So the world, let me just repeat it because I need to hear it again. The World Economic Forum in 2015 was formally recognized by the Swiss government as an international body. All right. So he has already appointed his successor, and this would be Jose Maria Figueres, the CEO of the World Economic Forum. So that person resigned, it said, in 2004 over his undeclared receipt of more than, it says, $900,000 in consulting fees from the French telecommunications firm Actel, or whatever. It's a let's see, telecommunications company, Alcatel. Okay, this is a French-American global telecommunications equipment company headquartered in France. Okay, so in 2006, Transparency International highlighted this incident in which this person resigned in their global corruption report. So Klaus isn't looking too good. All right, so 2004, Schwab created a new foundation using $1 million prize money from the Dan David Prize. He founded the Global Shapers Community, a global network of local communities or hubs of young people. And this is what we're hearing a lot of, and I appreciate when you all drop information for me to read. And you all have identified that Schwab has mentioned that several people that we're seeing on the world stage are part of his young leaders. So I want to get into that a bit. So let's see. So there's a prize here of $1 million that is awarded to Global Shapers. So again, this is local communities or hubs of young people called Shapers, aged 20 to 30, who are exceptional in their potential achievements and drive to make a contribution in their communities. As of September 2021, 444 hubs had been created comprising 10,600 shapers. So that there are 10,600 shapers aged 20 to 30. All right, so his personal life, it says he's been married since 1971 to Hilda, and they live in Switzerland and have 2 children. His daughter is a co-founder of the Gender Equality Project, and son, it says, married to a Chinese woman who heads the World Economic Forum office in Beijing. In 2019, the federal president of Swiss Confederation suggested to the Federal Council that Klaus Schwab, who has lived in Switzerland for 60 years, be granted Swiss citizenship and a Swiss passport based on the cantonal citizenship law. Okay, so a special law. Although Schwab has Swiss parents, the president of the Swiss Federation rejected the application. So his citizenship was rejected. So they didn't grant Swiss citizenship to him. He has received criticism for a salary level and lack of financial transparency, even though he speaks about things like declaring that excessively high management salaries were no longer socially acceptable. So we can see a lot of hypocrisy. So capture of democratic structures and institutions. Schwab, as publisher of the World Economic Forum's 2010 Global Redesign, this report postulates that a globalized world is best managed by a self-selected coalition of multinational corporations, government included through the UN system, and select civil society organizations, or CSOs. He argues that governments are no longer the overwhelmingly dominant actors on the world stage, and that the time has come for a new stakeholder paradigm of international governance. So the World Economic Forum's vision includes a public-private UN in which certain specialized agencies would operate under joint state and non-state governance systems. So what is this sounding like to you all? This is a man who seemed to come out of nowhere, in my view, but he's taken a very prominent place on the world stage. So according to the Transnational Institute, or TNI, the forum is hence planning to replace a recognized democratic model with a model where a self-selected group of stakeholders make decisions on behalf of the people. The think tank summarizes that we are increasingly entering a world where gatherings such as Davos are a silent global coup d'etat to capture governance. Now, this says everything, and I'm seeing lots of red flags. I should have been paying attention more so to Klaus Schwab. I had known a bit about him, but this is very important to know what this person is doing, and this is deep. So I just want to reread that. This think tank summarized that we are increasingly entering a world where gatherings such as Davos are a silent global coup d'etat to capture governance. So everything is there. Controversy with Davos municipality. In June 2021, Schwab sharply criticized the profiteering, complacency, and lack of commitment by the municipality of Davos in relation to the World Economic Forum annual meeting. He mentioned that the preparation of CV-related meeting in Singapore in 2021-2022 had created an alternative to its Swiss host and sees the chance that the annual meeting will stay in Davos at between 40 and 70%. All right, so yeah, let me read a little bit more to you about this. Is aside from this Wikipedia that I find important. Okay, so Klaus Schwab is giving Hitler vibes. I'm sure you're picking up on that. He's considered the most dangerous man in our world realm by many who are paying attention. If we time travel to 1934 to Nazi Germany, that's where he was born, in this environment. So he grew up during the Third Reich. So that has influenced his sick and evil worldview. And a country that had a brutal police state, like, I mentioned the Gestapo. They had a lot of fear porn, a steady diet of propaganda a la Joseph Goebbels, with the brainwashing and the fake news and the false flags. So the brown shirts were also a factor, that he grew up in this environment. So it just paints a picture of who he is. So, in this society, it's lots of agents and provocateurs, a lot of operatives, and like oppressive surveillance and control, where the government marries corporations, like it is laid out in his, what he believes. So This gives birth to fascism. So eugenics, genocide, and dehumanization are also things that they use to demoralize, and there's a hyper focus on hygiene. So this makes sense that his trajectory was what we're seeing now after an upbringing like that. So now that he's the head of this, big forum, and he has all these young people, which I'm definitely going to look into all of his leaders, that at least some of them that we know about. So he espouses the gospel of the Great Reset. He's written many books, his latest being in 2020, COVID-19, The Great Reset. That's the title of the book. He's enamored with transhumanism, announcing the merger between humans and machines. And you can remember when we did our Metropolis build and the Maschinenmensch, so the robot, right? Quoting from Klaus Schwab, it will be curious mixes of digital and analog life. He muses about sensor, memory, switches, and circuits that can be encoded in common human gut bacteria, and that smart dust arrays of full computers with antennas, each much smaller than a grain of sand, can now organize themselves inside the body, and that implanted devices will likely also help to communicate thoughts normally expressed verbally through a built-in smartphone, and potentially unexpressed thoughts or mood by reading brain waves and other signals. All right, this is a whole lot here. Are you getting the whole Dr. Joseph Mengele vibes from this now? Joseph Mengele was the Nazi doctor known as the Angel of Death. Yeah, that one. So Klaus further states, it is now easier to manipulate with precision the human genome within viable embryos, means that we are likely to see the advent of designer babies in the future who possess particular traits or who are resistant to specific diseases. It looks like Hitler would have crowned this guy for these ramblings. Schwab didn't allow the CV crisis to go to waste, as he promoted his hygiene obsession, saying that the pandemic will certainly heighten our focus on hygiene. A new obsession with cleanliness will particularly entail the creation of new forms of packaging. We will be encouraged not to touch the products we buy. Simple pleasures like smelling a melon or squeezing a fruit will be frowned upon, and many even become a thing of the past. So this is total social re-engineering. A PhD that was mentioned in this particular article, named Susan Bachrach, wrote in the New England Journal of Medicine, supporting this thinking by stating, in democratic societies, the needs of public health sometimes require citizens to make sacrifices for the greater good. But in Nazi Germany, national or public health, which was called Volksgesundheit, took complete precedence over individual health care. Physicians and medically trained academics, many of whom were proponents of racial hygiene or eugenics, legitimized and helped to implement Nazi policies aiming to cleanse the German society of people viewed as biological threats to the nation's health. And this really sticks out to me because at one time I wanted to get into public health nursing as a specialty, and something kept me from doing it. And as I grew to see more of the public health, spoken about in the mainstream, I started seeing their positioning and how this all feeds into this grid of control. So it's really clear now to me more than ever, and you probably have seen the same thing. All right, so racial hygiene measures began with the mass sterilization of the genetically diseased and ended up with the near annihilation of European Jewry. Klaus stated that the next hurdle is the political challenge of vaccinating enough people worldwide. We are collectively as strong as the weakest link, with a high enough compliance rate despite the rise of anti-vaxxers. And this whole anti-vaxxer thing, you can see how they've recreated actually what race is. So race, and this is the thing, we fell for the race trap, and a lot of us have a lot of healing to do and a lot of soul searching about race and the issues around it. The thing is that we've all fell into this trick bag of race, whether we want to say, oh, I don't see color and I'm not this and just be honest. We have fallen into the trick bag because we were programmed and conditioned to do so. A lot of us are repenting of our racial, thinking that we've had in the past. That includes everyone. We're coming to realization that we're being played on this checkerboard of black and white mainly. And that's the thing about other races. It just seems like in this game, other races don't matter as much as this black-white paradigm, this black-white checkerboard. So this is what they play off of. And a lot of us have fallen for the trick, and we've brought on ourselves a lot of misery for doing so and falling for it. And we have a lot of healing to do. It's not something that we're going to be able to snap our finger and heal from, but we have to do some serious work. And we have to first talk about it and be willing to be honest about it. So this is the thing. If we didn't care about other people that are different from us before, now we see that everybody can be considered the less desirable, that it has nothing to do with the color of your skin anymore. We've seen how they've taken the checkerboard basically and they've tossed it up, okay? They've changed the whole schematic here, where anti-vaxxers are now the blacks, basically, okay? Everybody can be termed black, because black is not a color. Black is a social designation where you fall in the social paradigm, in the hierarchy of being a good citizen. Do you hear what I'm saying? So they have just shown anybody who bought into the racial superiority or anything like that, those days are over. Have you figured that out? It doesn't matter. Nobody has any supremacy in a system like this. And that's what they have done. They laugh behind closed doors at the people who have believed this trick and felt that they were either superior or inferior, because shame on you for thinking that you were inferior, because that in itself brings so much misery, having low self-esteem and walking with that type of energy and carrying the victim mentality all around. You don't think that attracts certain things into a person's life, to believe lies like this and not to believe what Jah, the creator, has said about all of us? Well, these people are now redefining social structures. They are re-engineering the whole game right in front of our faces. So if you haven't noticed, it doesn't matter what color you are. It matters if you're a good citizen. if you do what the state says you should do, because you can be cut off of the privileges of society. So, you know what? How about all you black and white people start to get together and talk more and forgive each other and realize that we've been played big time. Big time. So let me go on to say that, his controversies, I've talked about those. And basically, this is a man who feels that growing up in a fascist state, he wrote that one of the greatest lessons of the past 5 centuries in Europe and America is this: acute crisis contributes to boosting the power of the state. It has always been the case, and there's no reason why it should be different with the COVID-19 pandemic. All right. So he says youth activism is increasing worldwide, being revolutionized by social media that increases mobilization to an extent that would have been impossible before. It takes many different forms, ranging from non-institutionalized political participations to demonstrations and protests, and addresses issues as diverse as climate change, economic reforms, gender equality, and LGBTQ rights. The young generation is firmly at the vanguard of social change. There is little doubt that it will be the catalyst for change and a source of critical momentum for the Great Reset. All right? So, this is a person who grew up in fascist Germany, who has enormous influence and has written many books, and his ambitions far exceed that of Hitler, I would say. Hitler is beginning to look like I think he would crown this guy, okay, with this type of ambition and the global governance and things like that. So this is what I wanted to bring in terms of a Klaus Schwab build. Of course, it's so much more to be gleaned from this. Again, I appreciate all of your input. I look forward to having a night class, a live stream really soon. I miss you all, but I wanted to share this one as I come up with these names of these people, and I just want to have a nice collection of history. So when we hear these names, we can put more pieces together and understand why they do what they're doing, other than they're evil. I mean, that's the bottom line. We have nothing to fear, but it's good to know what's going on and who these players are, but not to fear, because Jah knows all. Jah will bring justice, and we just have to have the faith in Jah to know that justice is a certainty and consequences come for all of us. So we all have to repent from a lot of things, from individual to national and collective type of sins, and I'll use that word, because as we enter into wars and we buy the precursors to the war, the story, the narrative they have to tell to gin up the war and get support, many people have to check their hearts right now if they're going into this, I'm on the Ukraine side, I'm on Russia's side. I'm on Ukraine side, I'm on Russia's side. This is like what, a game? This is not a game. And we have seen the bumbling and the lying narratives to get us into wars. We never should forget what happened in Vietnam. We should never forget what happened in the Gulf Wars and in Afghanistan. And how in the world are we even supporting a war at all? So that's all I'll say. I'll get off of my soapbox, but I thank you for listening, and I will talk to you real soon. All right, take care. Welcome. Thank you for watching it with me, because you know what? I learn like from you all. I really do. So I want to share one thing before we end our class. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I missed you all so much. Oh, Sharon's not playing over here. You're so welcome, Norleen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bernadette. Appreciate you. I just want to share something that came to me. I wrote it down in my handy dandy book before you leave me tonight. All right. So, all right. I'm back with you. The shofar. That's right. I just wanted to hear a good shofar. You know, somebody who could really like that kind of like victory sound. All right. So, what I wanted to share on we are landing the plane now, okay? The class is almost over. You've been fabulous hanging out with me so long. All right, when I haven't been around you so long, I just want to steal all your time, okay? So I wrote, okay, just bear with me. This is a thought. Okay, when you reach beast mode, this is beast mode with your spiritual strength in Jah, okay? Because that's where we get our strength. That's where I get my strength. I could not do it without Jah. And you know, Jah, that's the Lord, that's Jesus Christ. Jah, that is, you know who Jah is. I just like resonate with calling my father Jah right now, if you will bear with me. Okay, so when you reach that beast mode on this life and death issue, because see, the fear of death is a snare. I know you know this. We're going into times where, let me tell you, it is going to call for us to rise to the occasion. Okay? So when you go into beast mode on this life-death issue, and you're a child of Jah, you begin to see this whole construct as a really corny and boring game. And you're so over it. I know you're so over it. You don't like the beast system. You don't like the beast trinkets. You don't like his materialism anymore. You're not on the same rhythm, right? Have you noticed that you're not in the rhythm of this world system like you were before 2020? You're over it. It's no car. You can't get a new car that'll make you love it. You can't get a big house that'll make you love it. That's where I am. I don't know where you are. I'm over this system. So when you're over it, but you know you're here, you are taking it for the team. We are taking it for the team because we were chosen to be here at this time. Okay? No giving up. So you can stare down any enemy when you are wearing Jah's full armor of Jah, and you trust in him alone. And you know that no foe can kill you. Do you realize that? No foe can kill you. You laugh. You laugh. When you don't fear death, you laugh in the face of it. Do you realize the power you take away from any enemy that will come up to you and threaten you with a jab or anything? You have the full right to reject, to unenroll from this beast system, from what Klaus Schwab and all those people that attend the World Economic Forum, and they think that they're going to do a coup d'etat. I don't care. Coup d'etat, coup d'etat, coup d'etat. They tried to just like punk us and do this behind closed doors. Basically take all the world government and put it under this body. Oh no. Oh no. So you don't fear death. Okay? You laugh because you know they can't kill you. They can't kill you because you finally know. You finally know it goes from the heart to the head to the heart to the head. You know that absence from this body is presence immediately with Jah. Know that. Absence from this meat suit is immediately in the presence of Jah. We got to know this. This is when you got to know this. You are immediately in the presence of Jah. So then you pass the test then. You win because he wins. We win because he won. And we're just waiting to graduate. All right? So you just know that this is when the rubber meets the road. There's nothing you have to do. You do not have to bow down to any idol. You do not have to fear their threats. None of them. So I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I've missed you. I've taken up so much of your time. Thank you for hanging out. It's almost the next day, but I love you all. I will be back soon. And I want to do those pop quizzes. Okay, I'm so excited that I got it right this time. Well, for my first time, right? So thank you, Danielle, for showing me that game. And I'm going to do more of them. And, you know, I just want to thank you all the love and everything that you do for me. You just do so much for me. You know that if you want to tip your hostess, this is where you can do it, you know, and I want to thank you for all the love. You all are just so generous and loving, and I will see you soon. I'll give you a heads up. I don't know when. I'm in kind of like a little research that I want to bring to you. I want to do some of those shorts. And for the sister that told me to turn the music down a little bit, I'll do that. I'm going to be mindful. I appreciate your feedback, and I will turn it down a few notches. Okay. So thank you for everything, and I will see you soon. Okay. Take care. Bye. Love you. All righty.